So Hillary Clinton meets with the FBI. What was said? We don't really know because they're not going to comment on it, and Hillary's not going to comment on it, but we can only speculate what could have been said. Now, what could have been said, and I would think if the FBI was being very forthright, they would be saying, well, we know we got you. You know, you're toast. You know, that's all there is to it. We should just have some kind of questions for you, like, how would you like to be hauled away? Would you like to be hauled away in style in a limo, or you want something more dramatic, like maybe the bomb technician's FBI van? Maybe something with your name on the side of it in pink. Here's Hillary, or something like that. You know, so the public sees you. Oh wow, you get a little more attention. Because I know all politicians like attention, right? And fighting for us. I don't know if you, I don't, we found out what the us means. The us is the other side that doesn't go in that's against America. That's what you meant by that, right? Not fighting for us, the American people. Fighting for us means Hillary and the other side, because basically you were basically accepting money for from terrorist organizations to go into the Clinton Foundation, and you give them like favors in the State Department and all this kind of garbage, right? Like Uma Aberdeen, she was like on FBI's, what was it, the terrorist organization watch list or something. She was working for him. Come on, Now Hillary's probably thinking about her neck too, and quite literally, because the FBI's thinking about her neck too. I mean, they're all on common ground there about Hillary's neck, because quite literally, what's going to happen is, the FBI's probably asking her, what type of tree do you want? Hey, do you want this type of tree or what? Is it an oak, sycamore, whatever? Elm, whatever. There's not too many elms around because of the Dutch elm disease. Maybe you want a rare tree for your to be hung on, or maybe we'll go with the gallows because time is running out for Hillary. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Actually, I'll be very disappointed in the FBI if they don't freaking get this ball. This one over here. But anyway, I'm just surmising what was said because I'm not running the FBI. If I was running the FBI, oh God, you don't want to know what I'd be doing. Anyway, so the FBI, I think my speculation is they're already building the hangman's gallows in the background because not only did Hillary betray all of us in America, she betrayed the FBI and the CIA and everybody else that's in government. Because when you give out these secrets, you're jeopardizing the whole freaking everybody. I always call that to major attention because that's one thing actually I think the FBI got really pissed off at more than anything. Not the fact that she broke a law or something, but it's like that she betrayed them. She betrayed them. She jeopardized their whole existence, basically, because she's freaking carte blanche with everybody else as long as it gets her, lines her pocket. So, I would surmise that the FBI is already building the gallows in the background. They're asking her, Hillary, well, what do you want to wear on the day you're hung? What do you want for your last meal? Any last request? So that's the type of conversation that probably is going on between her and the meeting with Hillary and the FBI. Any last requests? What's for your last meal? And all that kind of stuff. And also, when you have your burial, do you want to be buried with the hammer and sickle or the American flag? Because, ideologically speaking, Hillary, you're more like, far more on the Karl Marx side than, the USA side. There's no doubt about it. You and Bill, would you like to have a double funeral? That'd be nice, too. Because I guess Bill was involved in this, too. Probably the both of them. Anyway, side by side, going out with a smile. One in blue, one in pink, and we give it a Karl Marx flag. And we put you out to sea, and you just 10,000 fathoms under the sea with some bricks and fish food on top of it. Eat hearty whales. So anyway, that's what I think was going on between the the FBI and the CIA, the FBI and Hillary, and we can only speculate. So I'm speculating what they really said. It's all, I don't know. Possibly this is what happened, maybe not. But Hillary, she's thinking it over right now. She's thinking it over. She's gonna, yeah. I don't know what I want for my last meal. Maybe, some crumpets, tea, Aberdeen. Yeah, I know that's a favorite treat of yours, lady. But, that's okay. I don't really mind that part. I could see that, Anyway, but, lady, it's like fighting for us. We know who you're fighting for. Probably Hamas. I don't know what the hell you're fighting for. It's a slogan. Well, to be all fairness, I'm going to tell you this right at the end. Even when Trump says that crap would build a wall, he's full of it yo-yo too. Now you can get mad at me because everybody doesn't like Hillary loves Trump, but you know what? They're all full of it. Okay, build a wall. Good. You know what? They under Eisenhower in the 1950s, they used 10% of the resources on the illegals across the border, 10% of what they're using today, and they stopped everything with 10% of the resources. You know why? Because all the resources were just being dedicated to freaking border patrol instead of like social welfare for the illegals coming across the border, which is what's going on today. You know, so you don't need a wall. That's a freaking game that guy's playing with you too, because everybody's pulling your chain. So I'm gonna really lay it out to you because I'm wise to all this bullshit. Trumpy's been freaking buddy with her for a long time too. So we find out he's a freaking load of crap. He's gonna join Hillary on the same platform. That's the way I look at it. Because I ain't trusting nothing, including the FBI, including all of them. Okay, but I have to admit this with the FBI. My opinion on government is this: usually, the higher up they go, the worse they are because they got to be playing a game. But most of the time, people go in these organizations like the FBI and the CIA, yeah, and the NSA even, because they're very dedicated people that are on the side of America. Unfortunately, too much power concentrated in too few hands. When you get somebody up on the top that isn't too cool, I don't know about the FBI directors too. He's probably all right. He's probably all right. But you know what I mean. I got to be a little more serious at the end of this because I got to tell you that the problems aren't really with the individuals so much, but it's like our country was founded upon, basically a minimal government. That's very important. Minimal government, just enough to do the job. And I've been an advocate of, if you got to have I don't know, there's too many freaking people in government right now, and unfortunately, we're gonna have to size down the size of our government. That's one thing. And old lady here, she's big time, big government all the way. So anyway, um, I hope this is what has been said between the FBI and Hillary. I don't know if it was, but I personally think it's a slam dunk. She's going down, but if she doesn't go down, that means the FBI is crooked as all hell, just as crooked as Hillary. Now I'm going to tell you that right now, because it looks like Loretta Lynch is screwed up by meeting with Bill Clinton, and she might have to step aside due to that fact. She met with Bill Clinton. She wasn't talking about the grandkids. She was talking about, how are we going to handle this email affair? And I think both Clintons ought to go down to the freaking gallows for crying out loud. Hey, I'm putting it out here right now. That's all there is to it. And unfortunately, not too many people do. But somebody's got to. That's the way it is. Anyway, too bad, Hillary. Too bad you didn't take another course in life. What the hell you did? Because you're actually thinking that you're going to get away with this shit. And if the FBI lets you get away with it, you're still not going to get away with it because I don't know what people are going to do, but I think people are going to get so fed up with the American government that they're going to start not cooperating with a lot of different things in various little ways. And, because they realize the American government, if Hillary gets away with this, that the American government has already been taken over by the Soviet system. As we were talking about on this channel many times over, that there's been a long-range ploy by the New World Order to bring about change in the United States towards communism and change in the Soviet Union towards the former Soviet Union towards capitalism, whereby the two would be melded together into one big super state. Some people call that conspiracy theory, but I hardly doubt it because it's becoming very obvious today over the years. But it takes a hell of a lot longer than you think. But when it comes down to when, because if Hillary gets away with this, I'd say the time has already come. And, people got to either wake up or, and that's not waking up by listening to a lot of the alternative media because a lot of the alternative media is actually owned by the powers on the top. But let me just tell you again that, I think the FBI does have her by the cojones all the way. and it's a matter of they're probably spelling out to her what's going to happen. She's I would think that. I think she's going to have to step down, but you know, to me, her offenses are actually capital crimes, no doubt about it. Uh huh. Actually, it's a capital crime that Bill Clinton freaking pardoned Mark Murich too, and other people like that, and his brother for cocaine. It's a joke, man. What the hell kind of justice system is this? For the elite only? No way.